this grand stage. Well, let me tell you, we are coming to you live from the BYJU'S studio in Bangalore, and we are very excited to be here. So, hello everyone, a very, very good evening, and welcome to your very own 9th, 10th YouTube channel. Now, I showed you where we were, right? This is the place where we are having India's biggest quiz competition on YouTube! BYJU'S Quiz Masters! So, very warm welcome. We're all very excited to be here. I'm sure you too are excited to be here. And I want to tell you a little bit about Quiz Masters. Let me tell you that we're super excited because we have actually had thousands of entries to apply to be here, and out of these we have selected 2 brilliant students to participate in this quiz. So I'm going to be announcing their names in just a moment, but like I said, this is a great learning opportunity for all of us, and we are very excited to be welcoming you once again to BYJU'S Quiz Masters. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Alright, I'm very excited. I can see my team right here. I'm in the studio right now and I can see excitement right behind me. So the excitement level is very, very high. So I think that now with all this excitement, let me call in our first participant for today. Let us have Hemant Kumar. Hi, Hemant.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Excited?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, Hemant, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell our audience. What grade are you in?
My name is Hemant. I am studying in class 10 of BGS National Public School.
Wow. And this is in Bangalore?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. So, how do you feel?
Excited, nervous.
Excited and nervous, huh?
Yeah.
Nervousness is okay. Sometimes nervousness is what gets us ready to perform and be our best. So that's a good thing.
Yes,
but like I always tell our students and I tell our contestants also, this is a great learning opportunity.
Yes,
so of course we all want to do really, really well, and I'm sure you will do really well. But even if we get some answers wrong, no big deal, because this is how we learn. And we do better, right? Okay, so with that, let me welcome our next contestant for the evening, Melissa Matthews. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am.
Excited?
Yes, ma'am. Super.
Okay. All right, Melissa, tell our students a little bit about you. What grade are you in?
Hi, my name is Melissa Matthew. I study in class 9 of Notre Dame Academy.
Very nice. So, how are you feeling besides excited?
I feel like really happy that I'm here.
Happy that you're here and proud. Both of you
Yes,
should be very proud. Like I was just telling our students over here that you all have actually been selected from so many students who have applied to this. We've had thousands of entries, and all these entries have gone through various levels of selection, and then you all have been selected from those levels. So to be here is itself a very, very big thing. It really doesn't matter what the result of the quiz is. The fact is that being here itself is a very, very big achievement. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Okay. So with this, let me tell both of you and our students a little bit about today's quiz. So in today's quiz, we have 5 rounds. I'm going to read out the names of the rounds for you. Round number 1 is Pin Me Right. Round number 2 is Who Am I? Round number 3 is actually a surprise round, so I'll get to the surprise later. Round number 4 is Let's Get Social, and round number 5 is a GK rapid fire round, basically a general knowledge rapid fire round. Now, like I said, I'm going to explain each of these rounds once we come to those rounds. But before I do that, I want to ask my students over here, all of you students over here and students over there, how's the Josh? How's the Josh?
Super, ma'am.
How's the Josh?
Super, ma'am.
Mine also super. Okay, so you have got a question that I want to ask all of you that appears in your chat box right now. How is the Josh? Is your answer going to be A, hi ma'am, or is it going to be very high ma'am? So is it A or B for you?
B.
Ah, very high. You?
B.
B for me too. What are our audience over here saying? Come on, is it A or B? I really hope that your answer is B, because all of us are sort of, we're excited to be here, and we're wanting you also to be excited so that we can all learn and get involved in this quiz together, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so since there is a lot of excitement over here, I can see that a lot of students over here are giving option B. Very nice. That motivates us to do even better. So without any further ado, let me announce the first round of the evening, round number 1, which is Pin Me Right. Now, we know that this is a quiz on social science,
Yes,
and in all this excitement, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Tarana, and I'm your social science expert, and I'm going to be your quiz master for the evening. So let me tell you what round number 1 is all about. Round number 1 is called Pin Me Right, where both our students over here have a map in front of them. What you could do is just pick up your map so that our audience over here can see it. As we can see, it's a map of India. Now, what we basically need to do, what our students need to do over here is that I'm going to ask them to pin maybe a pot, maybe a, you can put it down. Maybe a pot, maybe a dam, or anything that I ask him. 1 minute, I'll pick it up for you. Or you have some extra pins, not a problem.
Yes,
fine. The pin fell down. The pin is also excited. Imagine. All right, okay. So I may ask them to pin a pot, a dam, a lake, or anything, and they have to pin it correctly. If they pin it correctly and they get the correct answer, they get 5 points. So 5 points for a correct answer and no points, unfortunately, for an incorrect answer. Right? Now, in this particular round, even if someone answers incorrectly, there's no passing of the question.
Okay.
Right? So you have that one chance to answer. So we're going to be starting with Hemant.
Okay.
Hemant, are you ready for the first question of
Yes,
Pin Me
ma'am.
Right? Okay. So your task for today is to pin the port of Kandla. Now, just for our students over here in our audience, you don't have to pin the exact location. You have to just pin which state you will find the port of Kandla in. Right? So which place, which state do you find the port of Kandla in? You can take your time if you're thinking about it. Students, y'all also, while he's pinning it, you could also type in your answers. You could, and that's how we know that you're, involved also. And let's see if you're going to get the correct answer. Okay, we can see Hemant is thinking. And Hemant, are you ready?
Yes.
Have you pinned it? Okay, so can you show your what you've done to the audience? All right, you have pinned the state of
West Bengal.
West Bengal. Well, I want to ask all of you, you can put it down. So Hemant has pinned West Bengal. I want to ask all you students also, what have you all put as the correct answer? Now, this is a no passing round, but I'm going to ask Melissa anyway also. Where do you think the port of Kandla is?
It's in Gujarat.
All right. So what over here is the correct answer? Well, let me tell you that the correct answer over here is Gujarat. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, Hemant, we've not got the correct answer for this one. It is Gujarat, right? Okay, but we have lots of questions and lots of rounds coming up. So I'm sure that, this is just a warm up, right? Okay, with this, we move on to Melissa for your first question. Melissa, your task is to pin the port of Tuticorin. All right, can you show that to me and then show it to our audience? Yeah, show it to me, perfect, and you can show it to our audience also, right? So you have pinned the state of?
Tamil Nadu.
All right, Tamil Nadu is the correct answer. Absolutely right. Well done. That is 5 points for Melissa. Good start to both of you. With that, we move back to Hemant. Hemant, this time you have to pin a dam for me.
Okay.
You need to pin the dam of Tehri. Which state do we find the dam of Tehri in? Think about it, and while he's thinking about it and he's going to pin it, Melissa, you can also think about it, and our students over here can also think about it and put in the answers. Put in what you think is the answer so that you can see whether you got it right or not. Right? Let's do this.
Yes, ma'am, done.
All right. So you can tell me what you've pinned. What have you pinned? Which state?
Jharkhand.
You've pinned Jharkhand. Can you show that to our audience over here? So Hemant has pinned the state of Jharkhand where he says the Tehri Dam is. All right. You can put that down. Melissa, what do you think?
Ma'am, it's in Uttarakhand.
Okay. What have you put in, students? Well, let me tell you over here that the correct answer is Uttarakhand. That is the correct answer. So, Hemant, it's not in Jharkhand, it's in Uttarakhand. But like I said, we've got lots of rounds to catch up. Okay, congratulations. Very good try. With that, we move back to Melissa. Melissa, can you pin where we would find the dam of Hirakud? Hirakud Dam. Students, where would you find the Hirakud Dam? All right. Yes. Where have you put it in?
Orissa.
Odisha. Students, what is your answer? Hemant, what do you think?
I'm Orissa, correct.
You're also saying Odisha. Well, let me tell you that the correct answer is Odisha. That is the correct answer. So congratulations. That's 5 points for you, Melissa. Well done. Okay, so with this we move on to the last question for each of you for this particular round. We have a question for Hemant. Your task for this particular round is you need to pin where we can find the lake of Wullar Lake. What is the state where we can find the Wullar Lake?
Jammu Kashmir.
All right, can you show it to our audience over here? So Hemant has pinned Jammu Kashmir. Melissa, what do you say?
Ma'am, it's in Jammu and Kashmir.
It's in Jammu and Kashmir, and both our participants are saying Jammu and Kashmir. What are y'all saying, my dear audience? Type in your answers, and let me tell you that Hemant, you're absolutely right! Congratulations! It is in Jammu and Kashmir. You can find the Lake Wullar in Jammu and Kashmir. And with that, we move back to Melissa. Melissa, your task is now to pin an oil field. All right? So you need to pin where we can find the oil field of Digboy. What state can we find the oil field of Digboy in? All right? Melissa is pinning it. Students, put in your answers. Hemant, think about it. And what have you put?
Ma'am, Assam.
All right. Can you show it to our audience over here? She has pinned the state of Assam. Okay. What according to you, Hemant, is, you can put that down, Melissa. You're also saying Assam. What are our students saying over here? Well, let me tell you that Assam is the correct answer. Yay! Super rocking start to a super rocking quiz. Well done. Both of you, well done, or to the audience who have also put in a lot of right answers. Okay, so this was end of round one. We've started with a bang. Let us have the scorecard for round one. Okay, so as we can see in the scorecard, we have Hemant at 5 points and we have Melissa at 15 points. Super cool! Well done, well done, well done! And now with that, we will move into round number 2! This round is called Who Am I? And let me tell you a little bit about this round. It's a very exciting round. This is actually a round based on history. Do you like history?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you like history?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, even I like history. A lot of people sometimes think history is a little confusing because there are so many things to remember. But I think of history as history, which means like a story. So I like history very much. Now the exciting thing about this particular round is that this is a buzzer round. So first, let me ask our participants over here, have you all both received your buzzers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So what I'm going to tell you students over here is that in this particular round, I'm going to ask a question. It's going to be in a Who Am I format. And any of you who feel that you know the correct answer, you will press the buzzer and I will give you a chance to answer. Whoever presses the buzzer first will get a chance to answer first. If you get the answer correct, you get 5 points. If by chance any of you gets the answer wrong, it passes on to the other person, right? But whoever presses the buzzer first gets the turn to answer first. So let me just check the buzzers, please. Can you just press the buzzer just for me to... All right, it's working. Okay, both buzzers are set. Are y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Get set?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Get set? Okay, then we're get set, ready. Okay, so my first question, hands on the buzzer, listen to the question, okay, and then press it if you know the answer. The first question in this particular round is, I was 20 years old when let me ask the question. But you all can see it on the screen, so I think you already knows the answer. Let me still read the question. I was 20 years old when I ascended the throne of France. I helped the 13 American colonies to gain independence from the common enemy, Britain. Who am I? Ooh, we see the silhouette of the person over here, and you have pressed the buzzer first.
Louis 16.
Louis XVI is the correct answer. 5 points for you. Yay! Okay, question number 2. Ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope I get a chance to finish the question because our participants are so clever, they're pressing the buzzer even before I finish the question over here. I didn't even say. Did you press it or was
Yes,
that a mistake?
by mistake.
Oh, not a problem. Doesn't matter. The buzzer is also excited. Now I'm going to read the question over here. I was against industrial society and firmly believed that workers could triumph in their conflict with capitalists. Who am I?
Karl Marx.
Karl Marx is the correct answer. Absolutely right. Like I told you, audience, that our students over here are so brilliant that they're pressing the buzzer even before I finish the question. So that's a very good sign. All right, this is very, very exciting. Well, let's take a look at question number 3. Question number 3 says, I propounded the idea of survival of the fittest. Okay, survival of the fittest. I argued that only those species survived on Earth that could adapt themselves to changing climatic conditions. Your answer for the same is?
Herbert Spencer.
Herbert Spencer. What would you say?
Ma'am, same answer.
Herbert Spencer. Herbert Spencer is the correct answer. And yes, the point goes to Hemant. Well done. Superb. Okay, this is getting very, very exciting. Question number 4. I was exiled in 1831 for attempting a revolution in Liguria. I founded Young Italy and Young Europe. Who am I? Melissa has already pressed the buzzer. Yes, Melissa?
Giuseppe Mazzini.
Correct. Giuseppe Mazzini is the correct answer. He actually founded many secret societies. We have done a lot of sessions on this particular topic, so you can go and check them out. But yes, that is the correct answer. Absolutely right. So 5 points for Melissa. I've lost track of the score already, but I'm sure the team is going to put it up after this round, so we'll keep watching. And with that, we move on to the 5th question. I organized the Dalits into Depressed Classes Association in 1930. At the second roundtable conference, I demanded a separate electorate for the Dalits. Who am I? Melissa again has just heard 2 words of the sentence and she has pressed the buzzer, so obviously she knows it. What is the answer?
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar.
Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Any guesses for you, Hemant?
Ambedkar, sir.
All right. Hemant also says Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar is the correct answer. Absolutely right. We have 5 points going to Melissa for the same. Congratulations. And with this, we move into our last question for this round. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I can see the hands are already very close to the buzzer. I'm getting nervous, but I'm going to read the question. The question over here says, I accidentally discovered the vast continent. See? I accidentally discovered the vast continent that later became known as the Americas. Who am I? Yes.
Columbus.
Yes, can you give us his full name?
Christopher Columbus.
Christopher Columbus is the correct answer. Well done. And that brings us to the end of this very exciting buzzer round. I had a lot of fun. Did you have a lot of fun?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have a lot of fun?
Yes, ma'am.
Did y'all have a lot of fun? Put in your comments right now because we want to see whether you're enjoying this as much as we are. Okay, so we are done with round 2. Let us take a look at the scorecard. Okay, so for round 2, we can see that Hemant is at 15 points and Melissa is also at 15 points. So, wow, that's pretty cool actually. Which means for this particular round, we have a tie. Well done! This makes things very, very thrilling, I must say. Okay, now round 3 was a surprise round. So let me bring on round number 3. Yes, this is our surprise round. This is a social science quiz, but we have an English round in this. So, like I said, surprises are fun. Now, this particular round, let me tell you a little bit about this, is a spelling bee round, which means I'm just explaining the round and you all can listen and the audience can also listen to how we're supposed to play this round. This is a spelling bee round, which means that I am going to give each participant some words and the participants, which means Hemant and Melissa, you all have to write or basically you have to spell the word. If you want to write it, you can write it. You have a notepad right there. You have to give me the correct spelling. If you get the spelling right, you get a good 5 points. If you give me the spelling incorrectly, then there's no points and there's no passing of the question over here, right? So, the first question is for Hemant, or the first word is for Hemant. Hemant, can you spell the word broccoli? Okay, while he's working it out, all of you all know what a broccoli is. Broccoli is basically a vegetable with, it says over here, definition is a thick green stem and several dark green or purple flower heads. But we know what broccoli is. Broccoli is very healthy. We keep being told to eat it all the time. And it's actually also quite yummy. Are you ready? Yes. How do you spell broccoli?
BROCHOLI.
All right. I'm sorry, Hemant, that's not the correct spelling. Broccoli is actually spelled as BROCCOLI, so there's no H.
Okay.
I can understand why you put the H because the the CH, but it's not. It's BROCCOLI. So I'm sorry, I can't give you a point for this particular one. Let's move on to Melissa. Melissa, your word is bureaucracy. You can work it out if you want. In the meantime, let me explain to you what bureaucracy is. We've heard the term before. Bureaucracy, according to definition, is the system of official rules and ways of doing things that is followed by a government or an organization. So it's basically a system of rules, right? Okay, I see that. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so how do you spell bureaucracy?
BUEROCRACY.
All right. Have you all been putting your spellings in also? Now, I want to tell you, Melissa, I'm sorry, that is not the correct spelling, unfortunately. Bureaucracy is spelled as BUREAUCRACY. So it's bureau, which is spelled as BUREAUCRACY, right? So that's not the correct answer. I'm sorry, I can't give you the point. But I'm sure you'll catch up both of you will catch up in the next set of words. So the question for Hemant is, or the word for Hemant is, can you spell the word conscience?
Ma'am?
Conscience. Conscience. Now, conscience, we've heard the word very often, is basically something that we know we should do, right? It's a way of behaving, doing the right thing, right? Actions that we should do. Conscience tells us whether our actions are right or wrong, right? So we've heard the term that says, follow your conscience. That's a good thing, right? So we know whether we're on the right path or the wrong path. Now, having given you the definition, yes, Hemant, have you spelled it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
CONSCIOUS.
All right. I'm sorry again, that is not the right spelling. Conscience is actually CONSIENCE. So it's basically conscience. I mean, if you have to break it up, that's the way that you would spell it. So I'm sorry, I can't give you a point for that. And we move on to the last word for this particular round for Melissa. Can you spell the word benevolent?
Benevolent.
Okay, now benevolent we know is a very good thing to be. It's benevolent basically means kind or generous or helpful. So being benevolent is a very, very good quality to have, as they say. And Melissa, have you spelt it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
BENOVELANT.
All right. I'm sorry, that is not the correct spelling. I hope all of you have been spelling it also, spelling all the words. Let me give you the correct spelling. The correct spelling over here is BENEVOLENT. Right, so I'm sorry I can't give you that point. Well, no problem at all. Can we just have the scorecard just for reconfirmation as to how our participants did in this particular round? All right, so this is round 3 and both our participants are a tie. All right, and there were no marks for this one. So let's move on to our next round. With this, we move on to round number 4, which is Let's Get Social. Now, this is a very exciting round. Okay, let me tell you why. In fact, it's one of my personal favorite rounds. This round, you have to actually spin a virtual wheel. Okay, so you're going to get some questions over here. These questions are based on political science, right? You're going to ask. See, you're going to really loudly say, spin the wheel, and then this beautiful, colorful wheel is going to spin, and whatever number it stops on, I'm going to read the question for that particular number, right? And we're going to alternate this again. Correct answer, 5 points. Incorrect answer, no points. No passing of the question, right? So students, you can also go ahead and answer the question. So, Hemant, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So very loudly say, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
All right, spin the wheel. Okay. So this is question number 4. Let me take a look at what is question number 4. This is an interesting question. Now let me tell you something that I forgot to tell you earlier, that these questions are in the format of MCQs, which means they're multiple choice questions. So you can treat them as a sort of a hint for yourself to give me the correct answer. The question over here is, when did the Constitution of India come into effect? Is it on 26th November 1949, B 15th November 1951, C 26th January 1950, or D 15th August 1947?
26 Jan 1950.
All right. What would you say is the correct answer, Melissa?
Option C, 26
January 1950. Students, what have you put in as the correct answer? Let me tell you that 26 January 1950 is the correct answer. In fact, 26 January was just about 2 days ago, Republic Day. We celebrated as Republic Day. So that was when the Constitution of India came into effect. Super. All right. With this, let's move on to Melissa. Melissa, it is your turn. Are you ready to spin the wheel?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so very loudly with Josh, say, spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel.
All right. And what do we get? Okay. The wheel has decided. It was just, I was not sure where it was, but it is at question number 2. So let me check with this. This is the question. Okay, this is a very interesting question. The question over here says, what is the Chinese parliament called? Is it A, National People's Congress, B, Chinese Communist Party, C, the Communist House, or D, People's Congress?
Ma'am, it's option A, National People's Congress.
All right. Hemant, there's no passing, but I'm just asking you, what do you think is the correct answer?
Option A.
You're also saying option A. To our audience over here, what have you put in as your answer? Because I want to tell you that option A, National People's Congress, is the correct answer. Absolutely right. All right, well done. Now we go back to Hemant. Hemant, you know what you have to say?
Spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. And we are at question number 1. Okay, 1 second. Let me find the question here. Like I said, my tab is jumping over here. Tab is also excited to see what is the question. What are the results? 1 second. I'm just going to give this to you over here. Maybe we can have the team put it up in the meantime. This is question number 1. Question number 1. I see the question over here. In Pakistan...
1999.
Okay, let me just read the question and then you can go ahead and give that answer. The question over here says, in Pakistan, General Pervez Musharraf led a military coup in which year? Was it 1999? Was it 2001? Was it 1990? Or was it 2005? And I think Hemant has already given his answer. He says it's option A. Students, you put in your answer also. What do you say?
Option A.
All right, Melissa also says option A. What have you put in? Because option A, 1999, is the correct answer. Well done.
Thank you.
5 points for you. And with that, we move on to Melissa again. Melissa, you know what you have to do?
Spin the wheel.
Yay! All right. All right, what is the question? Question number 5. Question number 5. Here it is. India is divided into how many constituencies for the Lok Sabha elections? Is it 323, 543, 121 or 411 constituencies?
It's option B of 543 constituencies.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Lock kar doon?
Locker.
Okay. What would you say?
Same.
Same, huh? Okay, let's take a look at what our audience over here has put in. Let me tell you that the correct answer is option B. 543 constituencies is the correct answer. Absolutely right. And now I think we have 2 questions left for this particular round, which means we have 1 question each for both of you. We're back to Hemant. Hemant, you know what you have to do. With Josh, spin the wheel. Okay. Okay, this is question number 6. Let me quickly find it. Question number... here it is. Okay, interesting question. Who appoints the Chief Election Commissioner or the CEC of India? Is it the Chief Justice of India, the Minister of Law, the Prime Minister or the President of India?
The President of India.
Sure?
Sure.
Lock kar doon? Okay. What would you say?
Option D.
D. What does our audience say? Both of them are aligned for President of India. So might as well tell you that the answer is option D, the President of India. Absolutely correct. You all have more than made up for last round, I think. Yes. Very good. Super. Okay, with this we move on to our last question. So, Melissa, you can spin it. But
spin the wheel.
Yes. It is spin the wheel. We've spun the wheel, but there's actually only 1 question left, which I know is question number 3. So I'm going to ask you that question. Question number 3 says, Nelson Mandela remained in jail for how many years? Was it 30, 35, 28 or 16 years?
Option C, 28 years.
Sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure, ma'am.
Sure. Both of them are sure, so I might as well tell you that that's the correct answer. Option C, 28 years is the correct answer. Super, super, super job. I think just give yourselves a big clap. You deserve it, yeah? Well done. And the team is also clapping here. I'm also clapping for you. Yay! Okay, so with that, we've come to the end of this particular round. Can we have the scorecard, please? Wow! As we can see over here, round number 4, we have both Hemant and Melissa at 15 points. Super, super job. Okay, now we have the score and we can see that it's quite a close match, quite a close quiz. Both of you are playing exceedingly well. So with this, let's move on to our last round for this evening. Let us welcome round number 5. Round number 5 is a general knowledge round. Now again, this is a very exciting round because this is what we call a rapid fire round. So we have a set of 15 questions, a bank of 15 questions actually for both our participants over here. Ideally, if we should try and answer all the 15 questions, but the trick over here or the catch over here is that these 15 questions have to be finished in 1 minute. But even if all 15 are not over, Your goal as participants over here is to try and get as many right as you can in 1 minute. Basically 1 minute that timer will ring and you'll be asked to stop. So as many points as you can score. 5 marks for each correct answer, no marks for any incorrect answer, and no passing on, right? So
Yes.
are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
And oh, by the way, you'll have the option of passing a question if you do not know the answer. So to save time, you can pass it. It's really up to you.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Whether you want to
Yes,
dwell
ma'am.
on that question or pass it. Okay, so Hemant, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can we have the team monitoring the timer, please? All right, the team is monitoring the timer. So, your first question is, freedom of speech and expression is mentioned in which article of the Indian Constitution?
Article 19.
Correct. When is International Women's Day celebrated?
March 8th,
Correct. When was Bangladesh formed as a separate country?
1971.
Correct. Which is the highest statue in India?
Statue of Unity,
Correct. When was the Indian National Congress founded?
1885.
Correct. Which is India's oldest petroleum producing state?
Assam,
Correct. Which city is called the Silicon Valley of India?
Bangalore,
Correct. In which Indian state did Amazon announce the setting up of
Gujarat,
its... listen to the question. In which India did setting up of its first solar farm?
Gujarat.
Incorrect. It's Rajasthan. C.V. Raman won the Nobel Prize in which subject?
Physics,
Correct. Where is the International Court of Justice located?
Hack,
Correct. What is the other name of NaHCO3?
sodium bicarbonate or baking soda.
Correct. Which scientist stated that matter can be converted into energy?
Albert Einstein.
Correct. And time is up. All right. Now, I've lost track of how many you got and didn't get, but we will check it afterwards.
Okay.
All right. Let's finish with Melissa first, and then we will move on to the scorecard. So, Melissa, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right then, can we have the timer, please? First question, which is the smallest country in the world?
Vatican City.
Correct. The first all-civilian crew was sent into Earth's orbit by which SpaceX? SpaceX, correct. Which is the highest court of appeal in India?
Supreme Court.
Correct. Arundhati Roy won the Booker Prize for which book?
The God of Small Things.
Correct. Which state has the largest number of districts in India?
Uttar Pradesh.
Correct. Who is the author of Arthashastra?
Chanakya.
Correct. Who was the last Mughal emperor?
Bahadur Shah Zafar.
Correct. Bokaro Steel Limited is located in which state?
Jharkhand.
Correct. Who wrote The Wealth of Nations?
Adam Smith.
Correct. Whose autobiography is titled The Long Walk to Freedom?
Nelson Mandela.
Correct. Which instrument is used to measure air pressure?
Barometer.
Correct. Who discovered the sea route to India?
Vasco da Gama.
Correct. Which Mughal emperor is known as the Prince of Builders?
Shah Jahan.
Correct. Which country won the FIFA World Cup 2022 held in Qatar?
Argentina.
Argentina, you mean?
Yes.
Right. Which is the longest river in India?
River Ganga.
Correct. Ooh! You've gone through all 15 questions and timer has buzzed at the same time. Well done. Okay, that was very, very exciting. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the individual scores for this particular round as well as the cumulative scores for this entire quiz, because this was our last round. But I want to tell you, both of you, irrespective of the scores, you all have played superbly, right?
Yeah.
Can we have the scorecard, please? All right. So as we can see for this particular round, we see that round number 5 has Hemant at 55 points and we have Melissa at 75 points. Okay, so if we were to take each round separately, round 1 had Hemant at 5, Melissa at 15. Round 2 had Hemant at 15 and Melissa at 15 also. Round 3 had both at 0. Round 4 had Hemant at 15 and Melissa at 15. Round 5 had Hemant at 55 and Melissa at 55. So the cumulative score over here is Hemant at 90 and Melissa at 120. Congratulations! Well done! Well played. Now, like I said earlier, irrespective of the results, y'all have done a super job. It is a very big achievement to be here. This is India's biggest quiz on YouTube, and you all have gone through so many levels to be here. So congratulations to both of you. And now I'm going to announce our first runner-up for the evening. We have Hemant Kumar as the first runner-up. Congratulations. And this is your goodie bag, and this is your certificate. Yay!
Thank you.
Super job. Very, very proud of you. Did you have fun?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is a very, it's a very difficult position to reach, and you're first runner-up amongst thousands of participants. So, super job.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. And now it is time for me to announce the BYJU'S Quiz Master. We have Melissa Matthews.
Thank you.
Congratulations, you
Thank
did
you,
a
ma'am.
super job. And that over here is your certificate. And that over here is your goodie bag. Congratulations.
Thank
How
you,
do you
ma'am.
feel?
I'm really happy.
Really happy? Great. I'm so happy to hear that. You can take your place. Thank you. We've had this amazing quiz. We've had lots of fun moments, lots of tense moments, lots of must be happening over here. I hope that you all had as much fun as we had over here. I want to see your comments to tell me and to tell us, our participants over here. Number one, to wish them congratulations, because like I said, they've done superbly. And apart from that, to tell us what a good time you've had, because we definitely had a very good time over here. Now, let me tell you, talking about fun, this is not the last session of fun. We have lots more Quizmaster sessions coming up for you. So please stay tuned to our channel, where you like, subscribe and share our channels. You will get updates about our next Quizmaster session. And in the meantime, tomorrow we have a very special session coming up for you. This is all about aeroplanes. We have the BYJU'S Excel Masterclass happening tomorrow, where we're going to learn so much more about how aeroplanes function. So definitely, if you are interested, I am. So I'm going to be there. I want to see you there. Also, log into www.byju'sexcel.com and register yourself for the masterclass tomorrow. See you, and a big thank you for joining us today. We had a lot of fun. Sayonara. See you next time. And you too, congratulations. Come. Yay! I'm going to ask them to take a photograph of us. Yay! Can we have the team on also? Come on, team.